It's Wednesday. I woke up at 3:27. I am dying already. I have plans with my friend from Atlanta tentatively for dinner. By that I mean I might need to cancel because I'm already dragging, but I think I'm hungry, so let's eat. So I have my coffee already, but I also made this scallion bun that I bought at the Chinese bakery, but this apparently has ham in it, it looks like, so pray for my stomach. Anyway, I need to eat and then get signed in for work. So it's actually really early. Anyway, let me eat a little bit and talk to you a bit. Well, that was sad. I cut a little bit in all of the scallion, egg, and whatever. This was not what I thought it was when I bought it, if it wasn't clear. But it has like egg and cheese and ham and scallion, but it came off, and then the inside is just like a bun with some minced you know, like the pork floss on top. I mean, it is quite good, but it is pork based, and I don't really eat pork well. So anyway, pray for my stomach, and this will be an interesting eat. It tastes good though. So I just remembered that I need to order my special meal. So I'm flying United, and I don't know necessarily how good their meals are. And after Delta was kind of like not the best to Germany, because I did get kind of like sick, I think I'm going to order just to be safe. I looked at the menu because they do have the menu available. I'm not confident that they're going to have enough of the chicken option, which is chicken karaage. So the other option is macaroni, and I don't want to be needing to, you know, I have backpack snacks, but I don't think it's like a full meal. So unfortunately, you don't have a no dairy option. So the options are special meal or no special meal. But if it's a special meal, you have to select what type of special meal. And the options are kosher, Asian vegetarian, gluten intolerant, vegan, strict vegetarian, and child. So I'm doing Asian vegetarian because there was, again, no non-dairy option. I wish that was like a thing. I feel like dairy intolerance is very common. But anyway, Asian vegetarian should get me for sure. Actually, now I'm thinking about that. Maybe it's going to have meat. Not meat. I think it's gonna have dairy. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. I just made my selection. So I will need to also remember to pack some options for myself in my bag just in case, because the vegan option that I had from Germany to back to New York was very, very, very lacking in protein. So I ended up getting really hungry, and luckily I had chips. Sorry, my eyes are itchy. I had chips in my backpack, so I finished those. But yeah, I need to remember to pack my snacks. Even though one of my suitcases is going to be only snacks, it's not snacks for me to consume on the plane. I am, in fact, going to stress eat some banana runts from Economy Candy because it's just that kind of day. But I don't have chips, so it seems as good as any snack right now. Here we go. However, to ensure that I'm not going to eat the entire bag, I'm going to use a small sauce cup and put like however many in there. Oh my god, that scared me. Some kid was screaming outside. By way of a visual inspection, these do not appear to be actual banana runts because they're too small and too light yellow for them to be banana runts. So let's give it a taste test. The flavor isn't quite right either. I'm kind of sad now. They do have runts for like $5.10 a pound or something, but this flavor is a little bit too sugary. Like, you know, like the caramel flavor, how it's a little bit sugary but like a little crystallized? Yeah, it's kind of like that. I just realized I have meetings until I have to leave to meet my friend, so what a day. I'm kind of also kind of tastes like Altoids. It's a little minty. I don't know why. It's a little strange. Maybe it's like, oh, maybe this is like really hyper American, but they're like those little candies that were like in bulk bins when I was a kid, but they look like little dog bones. They just look like bananas. They're not super banana flavored, which is kind of a bummer because I love artificial banana flavor, but anyway, I'm not going to binge them because they're not my favorite thing ever. It is lunchtime, so I'm just going to have the leftovers. I kind of forgot I had these. I guess I could have had it yesterday. I'm going to have, it's potatoes and beef. And this was like my dinner a couple nights ago, but the problem with it was that I used the fire pepper seasoning and it was kind of spicy. Okay, it is after work. I think I might actually be dying. You know, like when you're so tired that your body is like pulsing? That's what I feel like right now because I've been awake for 15 hours. Is that even 15? Yeah, 15 hours. And I've been like active for 15 hours. So I am heading out to go to the post office. Gotta make my return at Amazon. I also have a Too Good To Go pickup in Chelsea. I need to bring a mask though because I am not getting sick right now. Also, for some reason my Facebook was like showing me like tips for foreign travel in Japan or some sort of Facebook group. Anyway, I saw that somebody had posted about the QR code and I was like, what does that mean? Because like Korea doesn't have that anymore. I didn't even think about Japan, to be honest. Anyway, I just tried to do that. There's a lot of documents you need. And then I was like reading how to fill it out and it was like telling me that I needed to bring proof of my employment and then also a statement of where I live, like a lease. And I was like, I don't remember ever doing that before. So I have printed those just in case, I guess. I do have pay stubs on my phone, but I have the QR code. So it is what it is. Anyway, I am going to head out. But I think I'm going to go to the Whole Foods to return my Amazon thing first. And then I'll go to the post office. Oh my god, where did my AirPods go? My Chelsea Market pickup ends at 7, so I needed to go post office first, then the pickup, and then maybe Whole Foods. They left early, so I have to go upstairs. Oh my god, what a disaster. There was like 4 or 5 of us trying to get packages. The guy like ran away. It's the same guy I always have problems with. So I had to like really push so that we could all get our packages. But I succeeded. Me, the youngest person of color, got the packages for everyone. But now I have to run to try to get to Chelsea Market by in a half an hour. I have like 9 minutes, so I have to like literally run. I'm so out of breath. But yeah, somehow at the post office, I was the voice of reason. Because there was like this guy, and he was just yelling out, everyone needs to be fired. But he was like doing it in a really passive aggressive way. And I was like, oh my god, we're not gonna get anywhere. And then there was like this Australian lady who wasn't gonna be direct about anything. And then there's me who's direct. So I did have to kind of smidge the truth a little bit. I had to say that I was leaving tomorrow for 3 weeks on vacation and I needed my package now. And then I had my, this is true, I have my mail hold set up from tomorrow. So I needed the package that was delivered today to be picked up because I'm not going to be back in time because they throw away the packages after 14 days. So I got us, all of us our packages. But I think I'm making it in time. I forgot there was like a Hispanic Heritage Night sort of event tomorrow. This is a preview, the press preview today. 4 minutes left.
Good, yourself?
They had to make me up a bag, so I'm curious what it is. I'm gonna set up this little table and do an unboxing. I'm very curious. So it's $7.99, so it should be $24. Oak smoked garlic and black poppy seeds cheese wafers. Got 2 boxes of those. 3 of these waffles. Milk chocolate waffles. So they're like the Dutch stroop waffle. And then 3 heavy things. Raspberry and vanilla jam. Fire flame chili jam. And an empty pasty mezza, tangy and sweet Turkish tomato dip with pomegranate molasses. So it sounds fancy. So these will be good gifts. I'm meeting my friend at 7:45, so I have enough time to go to the Whole Foods here and return that camera case, and then I'll be on my way. Reminder to self, the flora at Anthropologie smells nice. I'm actually right on time. The Whole Foods is like a 3-minute walk from the restaurant, and we're meeting at 7:45 and it's 7:25 right now. I had to process my own returns. I don't think it worked right, so I might have to have paid for it. I hope that return worked. I didn't get a notification that I did it. I've never done it where I had to scan it myself and put it in a bag and put the label on, so I don't know if that's why. And I don't know if the little machine thingy was supposed to scan it when it went through, because it didn't. So hopefully I get my money back, because it's kind of expensive. It's like $15 by the fashion high school. Okie dokie, I got my confirmation. We're going to this new vegan place that I found, NYC. It's like owned by the same vegan restaurant group as Beyond Sushi. And instead of this one being sushi, it's Mediterranean food. They got us a table. Should have made a reservation.
Small parts or big parts? You want to put it over here?
Okay.
Ready?
It looks fun.
Like a little temp.
I am back home. It was nice to see my friend, but I was dying. So anyway, that restaurant was very good. It was really buzzy. Like, I thought it was like pretty dang new, and like I had been looking at if we should make reservations or not. By the way, it's on Resi, I think. Yeah, it was on Resi. So I had been looking throughout the week, and there was always tons of reservations available. So I was like, oh no, I think we should be fine. So we didn't make a reservation. It was fully booked. So luckily we were able to sit in the bar without a reservation, and they put 2 tables together for us. But it's a fully vegan restaurant, but it's kind of like weird in terms of again, I eat meat, I eat dairy, even though I shouldn't and stuff. But like, even I was like, dang, this is like pretty like spot on, because my friends had egg for like 6 years, they said, and they were like, wow, this tastes like pretty right on to like tasting like egg. And I was like, oh, okay. So I tried it. I was like, yeah, it's a little freaking me out. I said, to be honest, you guys can have it. Because I think they don't realize that, number one, I have some things that are just like freak me out. Eggs and mayonnaise freak me out. But just like in general. And then I'm kind of like, I can't eat very much fruit right now because of my allergies. They're like, oh, you should have said you don't like egg. I said, no, you guys love egg and you're loving this. Like, just eat it. I don't need to eat another piece of it. So that was good. The steak skewer was like also one of those ones that like, it was like so close to being very much beef-like, but also at the same time I was like, no, I can taste that it's not meat. But like the texture was like almost there, and like it had like juice coming out of it that was like almost like the blood or whatever. Anyway, the food was great, would highly recommend. Service was great. Everything was like presented really well, and within like the actual dining room where we couldn't go because we didn't have reservations, they were like full-on chandeliers. It was like very fancy compared to what I thought it was. So again, I think it got really popular because when I looked last week or the week before, when my friend was like, hey, do you want to meet up? And then I was like looking for new spots, I found it, and I think it only had like 200 reviews at that point. And then when I looked today on the train, because I was like trying to figure out what we had, and it was already at like 700 800 reviews, so it must be getting very popular. The food was great. The prices were actually pretty good. I'm very full, so I would recommend it if you're in the area. Even if you're not vegan, it's pretty good. And then also if you're there with friends who are vegan, they'll be like super jazzed that they literally can eat anything on the menu. I had to be careful because a lot of the cream stuff was like coconut based, so hopefully I don't die, but my tongue is a little bit itchy, so perhaps something was coconut based. It was probably the last dessert because yeah, I get like these weird like kind of like pimples in my mouth from when I eat coconut, so it's not in my throat, it's just on my tongue and my mouth. So anyway, I'm going to go to bed and I'll talk to you tomorrow. It'll be Thursday, right? Thursday? Oh my gosh. My trip is coming up so quickly, but yeah, it's Thursday tomorrow, and my trip is at 6 a.m. on Saturday, and again, I'm leaving at 3 a.m., and I just talked to my dad. He's like, oh, yeah, you're leaving at 6? And I said, yep. He's like, oh, I didn't know it was that early. I said, yep, I have to go to Newark, so, and first I'm going to Dulles. Anyway, talk to you in the morning.